my name is Morgan Swan and this is Moxy. My career began in the legal profession because I wanted to understand how as a society we tackle our problems. Then I went into education, inspired to empower people to overcome the challenges in their life. And when I realized that empathy, problem solving and empowering users come together in the field of design, I came to BrainStation, where I was surrounded by people who were pivoting their careers. And so I went down a rabbit hole of secondary research into career change until I hit on something that really resonated: job interviews. 39% of candidates get rejected after an interview because they don't come across with enough confidence. And it's not surprising. My primary research showed that the average person's journey is something like this. They get excited about receiving an interview invitation, frantically try to guess what they might be asked. The interview itself is probably a bit of an anxious blur, and at the end of it, they get no feedback, meaning they end up exactly where they started. So I thought, how might we help people feel more confident about job interviews? How might we give them a user journey that looks more like this? They get excited to receive the interview invitation. They have a reliable source to study for the questions, and regardless of the outcome, they get feedback, which means that crucially, they can improve in the skill of interviewing. They can do this with Moxy. Moxy reduces the cognitive load and the analysis paralysis by allowing the user to plan and track their interview practices, as well as bookmarking any videos or questions that they might want to refer to later. They can learn more about their field by examining other jobs in that profession, as well as search for specific questions that they think they might struggle with. That search will bring them videos by other users, as well as professionally curated model videos that they can learn from. And once they've learned and increased their confidence, they can record their own video replies using lists of questions that are pre-generated or lists that they've put together themselves. And if they decide to publish their responses to the community, they can get feedback from their peers and their friends. There's a lot riding on an interview, but getting help should be as simple as this. Hey, what's the best way to answer an interview question?
Try using the STAR method. Situation, task, action, result.
Nice one, thanks.
Anytime.
My next step would be to turn that into a smart speaker application so users can have a hands-free interview coaching experience. And the future of virtual reality is here. It's a field I'm very excited to work in, and I would love to create a virtual reality environment where users can practice for their job interviews with no risk. Right now, Moxy is just a design and a dream, so if you want that, got this feeling, get in touch with me about working together.